Hey fam, welcome back to Tari's Lifestyle and Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. So in today's video we're going to be talking about the electronic travel authorization. Okay, so it's something that's actually new to the UK, but today we're going to be talking everything about the electronic travel authorization, also known as the ETA. Okay, so we're going to be talking about what it is, who needs an ETA, i.e. electronic travel authorization, when you can apply for it, the processing time, the cost, and everything, like I said, that has to do with electronic travel authorization. But thank you so much for coming. Before I go on, my name is Tari, and on this channel we talk about UK visas and immigration. We talk about life in the UK, how to safely and successfully travel to the UK, and how to navigate through life as an immigrant living in the UK. But thank you so much for stopping by. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then please subscribe, turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. Okay, but thank you so much for stopping by. And to my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate every single one of you. So this is a requirement for anyone that's coming to the UK that normally would not require a visa. Okay, so if you normally would come to the UK without a visa, now you need to get what is called an electronic travel authorization. So for some countries this is already in place. For some other countries you'd need to wait to the end of the year or even till next year before you can apply for the electronic travel authorization. Okay, now who needs the electronic travel authorization? I'm just going to read that to you from the website. It says you need an ETA, i.e. electronic travel authorization, if you want to come to the UK for up to 6 months for tourism, visiting family and friends, business or study. Okay, so if you're coming to the UK for up to 6 months to as a visitor, as a tourist, or to study or do business, you need an ETA. If you come to the UK for up to 3 months on the creative worker visa concession, so if you have a temporary visa to work, you would need an ETA. Okay, it also says if you're transiting through the UK, including if you're not going through the UK border at all, you also need an ETA. So if you're just traveling maybe to the US and you're going to go through, transit through the UK, even if you're not coming through the border control, you need an ETA. Okay, so it also says that for anyone that is in Qatar from the 15th of November 2023, you'll need an ETA. Okay, if you're traveling to the UK, you will be able to apply from the 25th of October. So if you are in Qatar and you're traveling to the UK from October 2023, you can apply to be able to come to the UK from the 15th of November. Okay, so from the 22nd of February 2024, you need an ETA if you're traveling to the UK and you are a national of Bahrain, Jordan, Kuwait, Oman, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. Can't get that touch for some reasons. I couldn't pronounce that word. Okay, so if you are from any of these countries from the 22nd of February next year, which is 2024, you would need to apply for an ETA. Okay, so other nationalities will be included on a later date. Okay, so these are just the countries for now. Okay, so who does not need an ETA? Okay, so you don't need an ETA if you are a British British citizen. So if you have a British passport or an Irish passport, because we know that the Irish is part of the United Kingdom, if you have permission to live and work in the UK to study, you don't need an ETA. A visa, if you have a visa to enter the UK, you also do not need an ETA. Okay, if you are legally resident in Ireland and you do not need a visa to visit the UK, you will also not need an ETA. Like I just said, the UK and Ireland are part of the agreement. Okay, so you don't need a visa if you are from either Ireland, Guernsey, Jersey, or Isle of Man, because these are all part of the United Kingdom. Okay, so for the ETA, how can you apply for the ETA? So you can apply online for the ETA. So if you're wanting to travel to the UK, you have to apply in advance. Okay, so the cost of the ETA is £10. Okay, and every applicant has to pay for their own application. They have to have their own ETA. So if I'm traveling with someone, I have to apply for mine separately and they have to apply for theirs separately. Okay, so the processing time, it seems that you get your ETA within 3 days. Okay, however, you can get it less than 3 days, and it can also be longer than 3 days if they need more information. Okay, and we know that for every application that you do, if they need more information, obviously they would have to email you to ask for information, and then you email them back, and obviously that could be more than 3 days. Okay, so how would you get your confirmation? So if your ETA has been successful, you will get an email confirmation to say, okay, your ETA has been successful. You get an email confirmation that your ETA has been successful, therefore you can travel to the UK. Okay, so an ETA lasts for 2 years and it will be linked to your passport. Okay, so if you have a passport that lasts for 3 years, 5 years, however 10 years, however many years, that ETA will be linked to your passport, and it will last for 2 years. If you have a passport that's less than 2 years, once that passport expires, you have to apply for another ETA. That's really important. So if you're wanting to travel to the UK and you have a passport that's almost expiring, maybe in the next 6 months, then you might want to apply for a new passport. Otherwise, you have to reapply when you want to travel to the UK again. Okay, so you can use the ETA as many times as possible. Okay, so it's not like a one-off, as many times as possible in that duration of 2 years. Okay, so it's really important. ETA lasts for 2 years. You can use it as many times as possible if you're traveling to the UK. What do you do if your ETA is refused? Say for instance you're not eligible for an ETA, then you would need to apply for a standard visitor visa, a transit visa if you're just going through the UK. This is just about it for the ETA, the Electronic Travel Authorization. And we know that since Brexit, a lot of things have been changing for UK immigration. People that used to come to the UK with visa, we now require them to come to the UK on an ETA. So many changes have happened since Brexit, and this is just one of them. Okay, well, I hope this video has been helpful. If that's helped you, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. Well, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.